From the 44, Tannehill going up top. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Forced out to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kwity Paye. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 2nd and 20. They'll throw now on the final play. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Let's go. 40.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw is Tannehill. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got Fuller. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down and 8. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tannehill. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Jones again. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Tannehill keeps on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll buy some time right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. There he goes right side. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tommy Tremble His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Tannehill. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, Dobbins. Oh, big hole right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 161 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 7. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Parkey with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Here's a diving catch right side. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tannehill on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Again, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points,